Upon being asked where she was located by emergency dispatchers, Guyger returned to the front door to observe the address. So this right here, listen to this right here. Within the affidavit, it's a contradiction. And why I say that? Because they said that she called 911. Immediately called 911 requesting a mess and provided first aid. So what kind of first aid did you provide? 2 seconds? 30 seconds? You know how long CPR can take? You should have been providing CPR, covering up the wounds. But over here, after that, it says, upon being asked where she was located by emergency dispatchers, Guyger returned to the front door. So she left him. The emergency dispatchers weren't even there. There's a contradiction within the affidavit itself.
I came, I saw, I praise the Lord, then break the law. I take what's mine, then take some more. It rains, it pours, it rains, it...
What's up, everybody? It's iCkEdMeL, and I'm going to keep tonight's video simple because I'm just kind of not feeling it today. I don't want to put in hours and hours, so we're going to keep tonight's video simple. We're going to talk about the affidavit, and I just want to say shout out to Bo Steele for a lot of the information and the comments and keeping me posted and up to date, because I didn't even know the affidavit was out. And the affidavit is actually really short. And before I read the affidavit, I just want to talk a little bit too real quick. And Amber's claiming, and the news articles are out there now are saying that apparently Botham Jean's door was unlocked and the lights were off. So when Officer Amber Guyger mistook his apartment for hers, official says. So we're going to read the affidavit. And I just want to say, too, I know a lot of people were upset. You got to understand, when I do videos, I talk about all the different scenarios. Not that I necessarily believe one over the other, but one of the scenarios that I said was maybe the door was unlocked and people curse me out. No, you're a coon. You're a coon. It's not possible. It's impossible. And apparently this is the scenario that they're saying. So not that I don't even know if it's definitive for sure. Maybe this kind of makes sense. Not saying that it was right for her to shoot the guy. In this place, I feel like I have to explain the most basic brain dead like explanations for some people because they're cursing me out and going all in. That's why it's important to kind of explore all different things. So that's kind of interesting. Let's get into the affidavit, okay? Let's talk about it. I want to know what you guys think about this, and it's very short. Okay, so the state of Texas, County of Dallas. I'm going to skip the beginning. If you guys want to read that, you can. And we'll start over here. On September 6, 2018, about 9:59 p.m., Amber Renee Guyger committed the offense of manslaughter, a violation of the TPC, blah, 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 a felony of the second degree against complainant Botham Jean, which the suspect Guyger shot and killed the complainant during an encounter. The offense occurred at 1210 South Lamar Apartment, 1478. Okay, the facts are as follows, and this is what they're saying are the facts. Okay, complainant Jane is the resident tenant of apartment 1478. Guyger, who is the Dallas police officer, lives in the same apartment complex directly beneath the complainant. Okay, so that's a little bit of clarity. Let me zoom it in a little bit for you guys. We'll zoom in and get a closer look. Okay, so she lived directly beneath apartment 1378. Apartment 1378 and 1478 are the respective interior floor plan. Now, on one of the first videos that I did, I explained that I made this mistake once. Okay, that I went to the wrong apartment. I got off on the wrong floor, and the apartment was it was apartment under me, so I got off the elevator one floor too early. People cursed me out for that too. Oh, you're so crazy. Oh, that's impossible. Well, guess what? That's apparently what happened. She got off on the wrong floor. But I'm so crazy, right? Just like with the YouTube shooter, that when I said a theory, not that all my theories are right, but I like to explore the different scenarios and see. And the YouTube shooter, she got upset because her videos were demonetized. And people were like, oh, that's crazy. How can people are crazy, bro? If you haven't realized, if you haven't woken up and seen, check out the news, check out the story. You get shot in your own apartment. That's crazy. So it says here, apartment 1378 and apartment 1478 and their respective interior floor plan are in most ways identical and extremely similar to the exterior surrounding structure and description of each other. Okay, complainant Jean was home alone when Guyger, who had just ended her shift but was still in her Dallas police uniform, arrived at the apartment complex and parked her car on the 4th floor of the parking garage, which should correspond to the floor the resident lives on. Okay, Guyger entered the building, walked down the 4th floor hallway to what she thought was her apartment. She inserted the unique door key with an electronic chip the door keyhole, the door which was slightly ajar. This is what she's claiming now, that the door was open prior to Guyger's arrival, fully opened under the force of the key insertion. Upon the door being opened, Guyger observed the apartment interior was nearly completely dark. Additionally, the door being open alerted complainant Jean to Guyger's presence. And this was one of the theories that I said too, which everybody cursed me out on. And I'm not saying what she did was right. It's completely wrong. It's completely wrong. But what I'm saying is, and a lot of other people said, one of the theories online was that he could have been at home. The door was maybe unlocked. She comes in there. Even in the other apartment I was at, I've had people try to open my door. Not that I opened the door or left my door. Actually, there's times that I left my door open at the apartment. Now, I'll never do it again. No hearing about this case, but he probably went to go check out what was going on. But it's kind of weird that he would be in the apartment completely closed and the door ajar, unless he just forgot to close the door completely. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Believing she had encountered a burglar, which was described as a large silhouette across the room in her apartment, Guyger drew her firearm, gave verbal commands. And now this is one of the things that she's saying, and I've seen on different news articles. She's saying that because she didn't listen to his verbal commands, that she killed him. And I don't even see that as an explanation, because what kind of verbal commands? Could you imagine being in your apartment, the door's closed, somebody comes in, you get shot and killed? How are you supposed to, with a gun pointed at you? You know, I think she definitely overestimated. You know, I really want to see that drug test. That they say they did that drug test as soon as the whole incident happened, once they arrived. So why haven't we heard of the drug test? I've gotten blood results when I used to work in the hospital. They give you the results the same day. You can get it the same day or the next day. So why haven't we heard about these results, and what's taking so long, or are they holding this back? So believing she had encountered a burglar, which was described as a large silhouette across the room in her apartment, Guyger drew her firearm, gave verbal commands that were ignored by complainant Jean. As a result, Guyger fired her handgun 2 times, striking the complainant 1 time in the torso. Where did the other shot go? I'd like to know. They just said 1 shot in the torso. Okay, 1 time in the torso. Guyger then entered the apartment, immediately called 911, requesting police and EMS, and provided first aid to the complainant. Okay, it didn't look like to me she provided first aid, because if you guys saw that full video, she was outside of the apartment on the phone or something with somebody, walking back and forth. You could hear her screaming, and then you see like police and whatever go there, or maybe they were already in the apartment and giving resuscitation. I didn't see, the clip was so short. Maybe they're already in there, so it's hard to tell. And the other question too, before I even get into this, because I saw a lot of people talking about this, where's the body cam? I swear, I thought all these cops have body cams now, right? It's 2018. Where is the body cam? The video, the footage? Or maybe she didn't have it because she was off duty. Maybe she left it at work. I don't know how that whole procedure goes, but I guess she was off duty, so she didn't have it. Due to the interior darkness of the apartment, Guyger turned on the interior lights while on the phone with 911. Upon being asked where she was located by emergency dispatchers, Guyger returned to the front door to observe the address. So this right here, listen to this right here. Within the affidavit, it's a contradiction. And why I say that? Because they said that she called 911. Immediately called 911, requesting EMS, and provided first aid. So what kind of first aid did you provide? 2 seconds? 30 seconds? You know how long CPR can take? You should have been providing CPR, covering up the wounds. But over here, after that, it says, upon being asked where she was located by emergency dispatchers, Guyger returned to the front door. So she left him. The emergency dispatchers weren't even there. There's a contradiction within the affidavit itself. You guys comment below, let me know what you think. Am I reaching? Guyger returned to the front door to observe the address, and she discovered that she was at the wrong apartment. So wow, after all this, after the guy shot, after she turned on the light, after we talked about the carpets are probably different. She doesn't know. I don't know if they are or not. You know, after all that, then she just realized, after killing the dude, I'm at the wrong apartment. Or this just sounds like a nice story, clean up story, right? That she had time to prep and release. How about that, right? Then it says, Guyger called 911 from her cell phone requesting an ambulance and the police to the offense location. Complainant Jean was transported by Bayer Hospital, where he died as a result of his injury. Guyger remained at the scene and informed the responding officers and the 911 operator that she thought she was at her apartment when she shot the complainant. Guyger believed she was in her apartment and confronted by a burglar when she fired her handgun, striking and killing him. And that's the end of that. And there's a signature. So you guys comment down below. There's a lot of questions, you know, and this is just her story. That's what an affidavit is. It's just a story. They're calling this facts, but if we're to follow this, even within the story that they're giving us that, trust me, somebody looked over this. This is polished up. This is cleaned up. There's a contradiction. The first aid, because when I saw the video, it looked like you were walking away, walking around, calling, screaming, whatever, and then they rolled him out. But here in the affidavit, it said before the emergency people even arrived, you left him. So I don't know, guys, comment down below, let me know your thoughts. Have a great day, take care of yourselves, and let me know what you think, man. Is manslaughter enough? Like I said yesterday, I think it's a start, but this is not over.
I see potential subscribers.
Peace, love, prosperity. Subscribe. All right.